Hi, I'm Neil Ross. I'm an EMBA 2021 candidate. I'm the Director of Technology and Architecture for a large multinational electrical systems manufacturing company dealing with IoT data, artificial intelligence, and cloud technologies.
Hi, my name is Amanda Earhart. I am an EMBA 2021 candidate, and I love the program. I am currently a consultant, having spent about 20 years in Silicon Valley, both at eBay and Facebook.
Hi, I'm Angela Gardner. I am with the MBA class of 2021. I'm a program associate with the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture, working on local food systems development. So I have a different background. My undergrad is in soil and water science from U of A Fayetteville, and I also have a professional certificate in watershed management.
I am the Executive Director of the Office of Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the University of Arkansas, and we serve students at all stages of their academic experience. In the EMBA program, I serve as the lead faculty for the New Venture Development 1 and 2 courses that are at the heart of the entrepreneurship track. Well, as you know, the Executive MBA program serves working professionals, many of whom bring a decade plus of experience working in their chosen industries, and they're looking to deepen their skill sets, broaden their networks, and add the MBA to their resume. The program is offered in a flexible nature because many of the participants in the EMBA work full time. Many of them have families, kids, and so a lot of the coursework is delivered online and or on weekends with that flexibility at heart. The entrepreneurship track is intended for people who want to develop the skill set of evaluating a business idea. They may come in with an idea or they may not, but they will be partnered with other students as part of a team, work in a very hands-on manner in the classes and through a network of mentors to develop a business idea. Most of these, not all of them, but most of them are scalable in nature, technology-based, the types of ideas that may require venture capital to get off the ground. And the purpose of going through that activity hands-on and in the context of a real idea is because that's the best way to learn. Many of the students end up pursuing their ventures long-term, some of them in a part-time capacity, others may be at a point in their life where they're ready to start something new. One of the things that allows us to make that real for them are, I would say, 2 ingredients of the program. One is our mentor network. So our mentors come from all over the world. They fly to Arkansas to mentor our teams because they believe in the entrepreneurial community here and they're trying to help us cultivate it. Many of them are seasoned entrepreneurs themselves. Others are investors, really deep industry experts, and they come and provide intensive training and support. The second thing that's really different about this program than what you would find in a typical MBA is that the entrepreneurship track is very interdisciplinary. The classes that the MBA students take engage students from many other programs across the STEM disciplines. We've had law students. This past year, we had a master's in fine arts student. And the reason for that is developing a business requires a broad set of skills. And so there's a lot of magic that happens in the combination of people who have the deep industry experience like Neil and Amanda and Angela, like just hearing about their backgrounds. It's unbelievable that they are here and what they bring. And the other students in the program, some of whom bring their own technologies or deep expertise in a STEM discipline. So there's a lot of co-learning that happens on the teams that form in addition to the more traditional classroom instruction.
I particularly have had ideas for many, many years that I wanted to work on, one of which I attempted for a few years and failed miserably, which motivated me to take some formalized training to understand what the gaps were, to understand how complicated this can be and that you cannot do this alone. I was in my individual endeavor by myself, working with contractors. And I just found that that wasn't the best way to stay motivated and also get the best ideas for how to tackle these problems. So in this program, being partnered with 2 or 3 other people really made the experience very eye-opening for how much collaboration is required to build a product, to tackle problems from different areas, to do lots of research, and most importantly, customer discovery. To really get out of your comfort zone, you have your own ideas, you're motivated, you're excited, but maybe nobody else really wants what you're kind of pitching. And you want to be very transparent and honest with yourself, and your team kind of helps, build that transparency and that honesty in the idea and in the problem space, and through your customer discovery, really get to a place where everyone feels that you're on a track that has real teeth, along with the mentorship program, and they give honest feedback. That is something that you hands down don't get when you run off on your own and try to build a product, unless you already have a really strong network. But even then, this program for me was one that allowed me to be really uncomfortable and really honest about the products and the problems that I wanted to tackle, and really deliberate about the steps and the stages at which you embark on these ideas, and do it in a way that makes you feel like you're really understanding the protocols and the processes that are going to get you to success when you're very committed to the idea and all the shifts and changes in the road that will come with it. So,
well, the program as a whole offers a lot that was really incredible learning. I mean, everything from leadership approaches to corporate strategy to corporate finance. But I really enjoyed the new venture development classes, and it's interesting. As Sarah said, some people come in with an idea and some people don't, and as you start to kind of speed date through the conversations with these with your classmates about these ideas, sometimes you find that your idea is validated, and other times it just goes down in flames. There were exercises within those classes that helped us all. I've done a lot of public speaking about the differences between ideas and innovation, and this equation that idea does not equal product. And I think that the way that the courses in the new venture development, that duo of classes, helped us think about our ideas and could they become a product. That was really eye-opening. Everything from the challenge that you got from your classmates to then going out and testing your hypothesis with customers during customer discovery. I believe that as I look back, probably every group that had an idea that they were pursuing shifted and polished and honed those ideas based on customer feedback, during the customer discovery process. So that was a very important thing to kind of be involved in. And I have been involved in startups outside of this program where the idea and the product were not the same. And the customer discovery process was the thing that helped us chop away the rough parts of those ideas to come up, with something that we really thought that we could be successful taking to market.
The entrepreneurship focus area is what first attracted me to the executive MBA program. It's like I did not have a business background, but with my work responsibilities and duties, we were touching upon innovation in the small food area. And so I thought, I'm working with small food businesses, small farmers, and they really didn't have a solid understanding of launching a business. And so I went to this program to fill in those gaps I personally had in my education. So two ways that this program is going to help my career. Immediately, I'm assisting our clients with consultation related to their business planning aspects, understanding their consumers, their markets, what kind of food trends are popping up that people want in Arkansas, and expanding the services that our program offers. So another course we took as part of this entrepreneurship track was strategic management. So how do we position our shared use kitchen incubators to grow in this space? This program also has a second approach. It's the long game for my career path. And I eventually want to own a small business with my spouse that leverages our collective skills, experiences, and interest with the natural state. So I'm just still toying around with what is this business we're going to create in the future. So I do plan to stay connected with the offerings that the Entrepreneurship Office provides through additional continuing education.